done this a number of times, using humor kind of as a weapon against totalitarian kind of regime, even going, it was Mary Jo Buchanan or whatever that,
Yeah.
had prosecuted you for the glass. And then, you went and campaigned against her and were able to raise money, with humor to basically have her defeated in her, primary.
She got so defeated. And the only thing she said was that, I just wish I had got more, harsh with Tommy Chong.
Wow, more time.
I met her one time. at the sentencing, and when I got sentenced, and I said to her, I says, because she had told everybody, that I was probably going to get house arrest, and then I told her, I said, oh, this your idea of house arrest? And she goes, well, I'm quite sure you'll probably be able to get into a halfway house, something like that, some stupid thing like that. But then no, I only met her one time. It was such a George Bush Ashcroft bust. That's what it was, because they were flailing. They were trying to think of something to justify an Iraqi war. That was the worst decision Bush ever made. And it proved out too. And so they came after us. They were looking for the hippies to help them out, like they did with Nixon.
They were especially vicious with you. Threatening to throw your wife and child in jail and basically forcing you to take whatever deal they had, which was 9 months. You ended up doing 9 months in jail for the crime of selling bongs across state lines or whatever.
No, but I went to jail. It was because they did something else that you're not supposed to do. They looked at my juvenile record. See, when you have a juvenile in Canada and in the States, that record's supposed to be
sealed,
off limits. Because I was a juvenile, and because I had been in trouble with the cops as a juvenile, then that gave them the right to put me in jail. Because I was the only one that went to jail. Everybody else got house arrest or a slap on the wrist, and
they also,
they
mentioned the fact that you had ridiculed them, and they literally used that against you as well. The fact that you used humor in that manner to basically ridicule law enforcement and encourage the use of narcotics. I think which is amazing. And really, it really does show, that kind of totalitarian attitude can spread if it's allowed to fester and exist. And, we're in another period of time where that, hopefully, will end soon. But if you have
it's ending. It's ending. We just, like everything, it took a while. Everything takes time, and that's all we have, But like I say, once we show the right people the way to do it, and I think that's what I did with Up in Smoke, with the movies, with everything. I inspired so many brilliant artists, like Quentin Tarantino. Huge Cheech and Chong fan, huge Cheech and Chong fan, and he paid homage to us in various ways. And he put Cheech in one of his movies back in the day. But guys like Tarantino, guys like Ice Cube, wouldn't have done Fridays if he hadn't got inspired by Cheech and Chong. And we meet all these people, and you figure out we showed them a lifestyle, a career, for the rest of their lives. Oh, I was at a party one time, and Spike Lee was there, and I heard him in the other room, and someone said, he had mentioned Tommy Chong's here, and Spike Lee, I almost screamed, "Is Tommy Chong here? Tommy Chong, where is Tommy Chong?" And he went running around the wall, and I was listening to him, and he runs in, he looks at me, and it was like, "Yeah, that's Tommy. You're Tommy Chong," and he looked at me. It was like. It was kind of embarrassing, because Spike Lee, man, because, you talk about influencing, and we just influenced him. And it's funny too with Spike, even though we did our humor, his first movie that he was ever in, he was funny. He was like a what do you call it? Delivery guy on a bike.
Right, Mars Blackman.
And yeah, he could have been as funny as Cheech, anybody, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, the Cheech is here.
You guys showed us, you know, you could be a stoner and have a career.
This is
no way.
High Times guy.
Hi, old High Times guys.
Hey,
you're
Cheech,
not in jail yet?
It's Danny Danko and Mike G. We used to work for High Times. We are now podcasting.
Okay, man, I'm gonna have to go now because Cheech, I can't.
Can you do
he might be infected with the virus.
Can you do one quick thing for me?
Sure.
Can you just say, hey, this is Tommy Chong and you're listening to Grow Bud Yourself?
Hey, this is Tommy Chong and you're listening to Go Bud Yourself. Is that right?
It's Grow.
Oh, okay. Hey,
One more.
Sorry. Hey, this is Tommy Chong and you're listening to Grow Bud Yourself. Are you the Danko?
I am.